started gushing, the storms came in, started moving the water, and everywhere where it found any stone that was exposed, it would start gushing, and it'd eat away at the limestone. It'd just eat away, and keep going. Omo was walking through a banqueting hall when an air of sweetheart music lulled him away from his senses. And when he awoke, a branch of rowan was beside him, and it had white blossoms on it.
Start at the beginning of the story, or I could start before the beginning of the story. Like, you know, Mum used to say, you know, I'm going before my story. But I'm going to go before the story now. Because apparently, so they say, so we've heard, many years ago, when, as I would call him, the Dagda, you called him...
Oh, yeah.
See, pronunciation is another thing we have to play around with. This handsome, well-dressed man, he goes to Angus, quite angry, says, Angus, look what's happened to me. And I tried to sort out some problems here in your fort. And Angus said, oh, I'm sorry, we'll make it up to you. So you better make it up to me. Show her the, you know, the grounds and the rooms. So he did. He gave her a guided tour of the place. She loved it. And now she said, I'll show you to your chamber. So she brought her upstairs and she showed her into this beautiful bedchamber. And there was a lovely fire, warm fire burning, and there was a lovely bed, and the room was all clean and nice, and there was a chair in the middle of the floor. And Wilmott said, would you like to sit down? And Adon sat down. And as soon as she sat down, she said, you occupy the chair of a good woman. And she was so furious, she took out this hazel rod, which she had got from her foster father, who was a druid, and taught her some magic.
Glass
she raised like a big glass house, but like a palace if you were a butterfly, with lots. And he kept her there safe. And wouldn't that be a nice ending to this story?
And they decided he would meet that night on the hill, as night swallows do. But again, he got bowls of cold water, and every time he felt like he was going to sleep, he splashed himself with all this cold water. He kept away.
It fingered his cloak, lifting the edges, finding the fissures between the folds of the wool. He shivered, but he did not move to pull the mantle further about him. He must not move. He must not be seen, hiding there among the reeds. It was full dark. A crescent moon had long gone, faded beyond the misted horizon, and yet the air was silvered, as if a starlit frost brightened the air. Then they were there. Voices, many voices. Yochid Stuart froze into shadow. He must not move. He must not be seen. He, the rector, had been present when his king, when Yochid had won the fiddle game. He had seen Mither's face when he accepted the outrageous stake to take upon himself 4 tasks.
Making shoes. And of course, like all young boys and girls, he knew what he had to do. He grabbed a leprechaun. Now, not many people, men, women and children, had ever grabbed a leprechaun. And he held the leprechaun up like that. And he says, take me to the pot of gold, as I would, as you would. The sun is so powerful. If only the sun I was, how happy I would be. And a voice says, your wish has been heard, the sun you shall be. And he was the sun.
That's what happened to
And
And when he staggered out of the water, one eye was up here, one ear was down there, one eye stuck out, the other stuck in, his nose was bent, his teeth were crooked, and he was covered in spots. Ooh, he was ugly. Now, the trouble was when everybody saw him, they went, oh, fighting, but that's not the best thing. No, what you had to be really good at, you had to be really, really, really good at poetry. Ooh, that's surprising, isn't it? But after that, you had to be good at fighting. It started to rain. Remember, he noticed what he saw before he started to eat was the way that the door was so fine. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're all safe. But it was first crane would go, keep walking. Would you like to try? Spread your arms, spread your wings. Stand on one leg. Come on, stand on one leg and bend down and go, keep walking. If I can do it, I'm sure you can. Come on. It's your turn. Nothing for you here. Go away! The wine was gone. Now Athenry was really, really angry. Don't you know who I am, she said. I am the king's poet. You can't talk to me like that. Why, if you treat me this way, I will put a satyr on you. That's a
Strange little wizened thing with the face like a green cauliflower. Oh. Black eyes like coal glinting. Sharp fangs of teeth. Little hands like claws. Mammy! Mammy! Now, can you think back? Do you remember that nice morning? When he went to sleep? What did she do?
Oh, she went and got the eggs.
She got the eggs. And then she went off and she got the eggs. They were really hungry that day. And then she went and she made a cow. Oh, I did go out for a little while just to get a few things done, but I wasn't gone long. It was long enough. She collected a big basket of eggs. And she came back into the house. And there was your man. Do you remember what he used to say? Standing there. Mammy. But it wasn't Mammy. Mammy. Mammy, Mammy. You know, in the late summer, don't go near the hawthorn tree. Of course, you know that she had the mashed potatoes. Plums were only that size. Where the blackberries were this big. Deep hole appeared in the ground. And all these white little berries with little silver wings. Can you flap your fairy? Her little fingers washing his hair. Some of the fairies that climbed on his face, they started to wash his face. Do you know what? She then turned and looked at the fairies, and she did not smile. In fact,